10 seconds, 5 seconds. Mr. Speaker, Sir, ETFs have proved to be an important investment opportunity for retail investors and has turned out to be a good instrument for Government of India's disinvestment program. To expand this further, government will offer an investment option in ETFs on the lines of equity linked savings scheme. This would also encourage long term investment in center public sector enterprises for bringing better public ownership of the PSUs and also bring greater commercial and market orientation of the listed PSUs. The government will take all necessary steps to meet public shareholding norms of 25% for all listed PSUs and raise the foreign shareholding limits to maximum permissible sector for all PSU companies which are part of emerging market index. India's sovereign external debt too is among the lowest globally at less than 5%. The government would start raising a part of its gross borrowing program in external markets in external currencies. This will also have beneficial impact on demand situation for the government securities in domestic market. New series of coins of 1 rupee, 2 rupees, 5 rupees, 10 rupees and 20 rupees, easily identifiable to the visually impaired, were released by the Honorable Prime Minister. These new coins will be made available for public use shortly. In the first 50 years after independence, we emphasized on rights. Marking 75 years of our independence, we should place emphasis on our duty towards India without undermining rights. Thinkers all over the world have supported the argument that in performing one's duty, protection of one's rights is inherent. For the bright future of India, when again in 2022 we will remember our freedom fighters, we should dedicate ourselves to serve our nation. Mr. Speaker, Sir, due to a large number of efforts taken by our government, the direct tax revenue has significantly increased over the past couple of years. It has increased by over 78% from 6.38 lakh crore in financial year 2013-14 to around 11 lakh crore in financial year 2018-19. It is now growing at double digit rate every year. Let me recall and reiterate this government's effort to alleviate the tax burden on small and medium income earners. Mr. Speaker, Sir, my tax proposals will aim to stimulate growth, incentivize affordable housing and encourage startups by releasing entrepreneurial spirits. It will also be geared towards promoting digital economy. I aim to simplify tax administration and bring greater transparency. So far as corporate tax is concerned, we continue with phased reduction in rates. Currently, the lower rate of 25% is only applicable to companies having annual turnover up to 250 crore. I propose to widen this to include all companies having annual turnover up to 400 crore. This will cover 99.3% of the companies. Now, only 0.7% of companies will remain outside this rate. In order to boost economic growth and make in India, the government will launch a scheme to invite global companies through a transparent competitive bidding to set up mega manufacturing plants in sunrise and advanced technology areas such as semiconductor fabrication, lithium storage batteries, solar electric charging infrastructure, computer servers, laptops, etc., and provide them investment linked income tax exemptions under Section 35 AD of the Income Tax Act and other indirect tax benefits. Considering our large consumer base, we aim to leapfrog and envision India as a global hub of manufacturing of electric vehicles, inclusion of solar storage batteries and charging infrastructure in the above scheme will boost our efforts. Government has already moved GST Council to lower the GST rate on electric vehicles from 12% to 5%. Also, to make electric vehicle affordable to consumers, our government will provide additional income tax deduction of 1.5 lakh on the interest paid on loans taken to purchase electric vehicles. This amounts to be a benefit of around 2.5 lakh over the loan period to the taxpayers who take loans to purchase electric vehicle. Startups in India are taking firm roots and their continued growth needs to be encouraged. To resolve the so-called angle tax issue, the startups and their investors who file requisite declarations and provide information in their returns will not be subjected to any kind of scrutiny in respect of valuations of share premiums. The issue of establishing identity of the investor and source of his funds will be resolved by putting in place a mechanism of e-verification. With these funds raised by startups will not require any kind of scrutiny from the income tax department. In addition, a special administrative arrangements shall be made by Central Board of Direct Taxes for pending assessments of startups here.